Hello, everybody. Melinda Pollen, Brown County 4-H Youth Development Educator. And today I'm bringing our next at-home activity for us to try. This one is about financial literacy. In 4-H, we talk about financial literacy as one of our projects. And so today what we really wanted to bring to you was a way for us to have a conversation at home about financial literacy while doing a hands-on activity. So we'll do that today by doing an activity of making a duct tape wallet while we have the conversation about financial literacy. Let's get started. So what are some of the things that you really would like? Maybe it is a video game. Maybe we really want to see a movie and eat some popcorn along the way. Maybe there's a new toy out that we're really excited about having. Maybe we like sports and there's something that we want to save for, like a kayak, a new baseball bat, or some other sporting event that you would like to attend. Maybe we're saving for a brand new bike. And if we're forward thinking, we might be thinking about saving for a new truck or a car. Maybe we'll take that truck or car on a family vacation to a beach somewhere. Whatever we're saving for, it's important for us to know what we're saving our money for so we can have a plan of how we'll get there. And while we're talking about saving money, we also have to talk about how we keep our money safe. And there's lots of different ways that people keep their money safe. For some of us, we have these really cute piggy banks in our bedrooms. Some of us have coin jars that sit around when we get change after we pay with a dollar bill. That change goes into a coin jar. Some of us carry wallets around. And some of us put money into a bank or a financial institution. Lots of ways that we can save money and lots of ways that our money can stay safe. For young people, today we're going to talk about what we are saving our money for, and we're going to create a safe space for them to keep their money by making a duct tape wallet. We're going to do that through the design engineering process. We've talked about this a couple of times. We gather information, we develop solutions, we make a prototype, we test that prototype, and then we improve it. In an engineering world, that's what that looks like. But in 4-H, we look at 3 basic steps: a do, a reflect, and apply process. It's the same piece as the engineering process, but we do it in 3 steps. So today we're going to do something, we're going to reflect on it, and then we'll do some application at the end. To get started, all we need to make a duct tape wallet or a pouch is duct tape, whatever you have around the house. So we happen to have some color duct tape here, but you might have some silver. That just works just fine. You'll need a template, and in the comment section of this video, I'll be sure to include that for you so you can download that. You'll need a scissors, a marker, and a Velcro dot. Now, in our house, we didn't have a Velcro dot, so I'll show you how we improvised when we get there. The first step is to give every person who's making a duct tape wallet a copy of the template. And the first step then is to cut 3 pieces of duct tape, approximately the length of that piece of paper. So what you'll do is you'll pull out that duct tape, cut it to size, and the second piece that you cut overlap just a little bit. So you're making 3 pieces that are overlapped just a little bit. That makes a bottom sheet. You'll see a couple of pictures on the screen of how you could do that in a lot of different ways. The next step is to repeat that same process with 3 pieces of duct tape. And you're going to put that directly on top of the sticky side of your first 3 sheets of duct tape. Essentially what you're going to do is stick those sticky sides together so you make 1 duct tape sheet. And you can do that in a couple of ways, piece by piece like you see on the left, or make another 3 sheet, flip it over, and put it together sandwiched. The next step is to cut out that template. So every young person just needs a scissors and they cut out that template. They place it, once it's cut out, right on top of their duct tape sheet. The next step is to trace that template with a marker, and then you cut it out just like you would have if you would have cut it out on paper. So you're cutting out your duct tape template this time. We're almost done. The next step is to fold your wallet up in thirds, starting from the bottom. Fold it up about 1/3 of the way down or a little more, depending on how you want that to look. And then we have to seal our side shut or our money's gonna slip right out the sides. So you're using another piece of duct tape, you're gonna seal the sides of your wallet shut, not your top flap, just the bottom third and the middle third where you have the overlap there. In our house, what we did is we cut a piece of duct tape and then folded it over on the sides and trimmed off the bottom piece right here that you'll see on the screen to make it look flat. Here's where that Velcro dot would come in. Using a Velcro dot or some form of other adhesive, fold on the top to make it stick. We didn't have a Velcro dot in our house. So what we did is just use a rolling piece of tape, like what you would use if you stuck something up onto the wall. We rolled up a piece of tape, put it on the top of that, the flap, and then we folded it down and it stuck together just the same way that a Velcro dot would. And congratulations, you have made a safe spot to keep your money. What we're asking you to do now is to do a little reflection and think about what you might be saving money for. Write that down on a piece of paper or draw it and stick it inside of your duct tape wallet so you know what we're saving our money for. We can keep learning about financial literacy as well. So there's some conversations that we could have while we're doing the project or after. We can talk about things like what are some ways that we can get money. Maybe it's a birthday or a Christmas gift, or maybe we do some chores around the house for us or for some people in our neighborhood that they pay us to do. Other ways that we can save money. This is a great opportunity to talk about things like savings accounts and checking accounts, maybe even a CD for some of our older young people. Asking young people if they've ever been into a bank, what it was like to go there. My kids might tell you that it's they get suckers when they go through the drive-through, but maybe they can talk about what it felt like walking into a bank. And then the last thing that we can talk about is how the three components of financial literacy, which is saving money, spending money, and donating money. All this activity lends well to a conversation about all of those three concepts. When you have finished making your duct tape wallet, what we'd love you to do is to take a picture and put it up on any social media platform using a couple of hashtags. Hashtag WI4H, hashtag Inspire Kids to Do, and hashtag BC4HWI. Again, that helps us to see all of the great creations that are out there and for us to get some new ideas as well. Thank you so much for joining us today for this video. We hope that you have fun making your duct tape wallet, having conversations about financial literacy. If you need anything, please reach out to us on our Facebook page. I'm available to help answer any questions that you might have. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a great day.